Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of Gnoll Skald. You're here with Ultraviolent 4. We've done layer 1 and we're going to keep going through with layer. Just have a quick look at our skills menu before we start. I shouldn't be training evocations past 7 for the moment. Other than that, we're going 50% fighting, 50% invocations. That's okay. Maybe I'll turn shields on. While 4 is fine for a buckler, we're almost certainly going to go up to a shield when and if we find one. And also that little bit of extra skill that I train will help me block a bit better. It's not a massive deal. Whatever, we'll go with it. We made our choice. I have digging, so I can dig a kill hole behind me if I need to. So I'm gonna spectral basically all my buffs. Regen, and then I started singing. Indications to 6. Okay, cool. Yeah, we just fought all those wolves at once. No problem at all. I need to be careful I don't get petrified here. It's fine. Yeah, now that he's on his own, it's fine. But with the snakes, a bit scarier. One thing to note as well is that your spectral weapon only attacks when you do. So if I were to be petrified here, I can't rely on my spectral weapon to just kill the basilisk for me, because it won't actually do anything. Shield survive. My invocations are almost at the point where I'll stop. I've got 5 piety now, so I have the ability to use finesse. And you can see it's around about 10% failure at the moment, which is pretty good. We found a new book. What's this one? Ooh, this has Fireball in it. I think I'd like Fireball. Also, I should be remembering to use my Animate Dead. Let's see what this ring is. Positive energy. We'll do a reminder. Stay positive. Can't spell, but that's close enough. We don't really need that ring though. And then, let's see. Right, because I trained to 7 spellcasting, so I got spell levels again. So I could learn Fireball. That would give me a ranged AoE spell to go with my single target ranged. Yeah, I think that's probably worth. Alright, let's do Fireball. I'm not going to train. I'll wait for this round of skills to go off, so as in the shields, the invocation, to get to 7, and then I'll do probably conjurations and fire magic. Oh, that hurt. I'm less interested in Invo. Let's turn that off then. This is kind of what I'm talking about when I say that as a Gnoll you'll become a toolbox. Because what sort of hybrid character has Animate Dead? They have a weapon, a ranged and a melee weapon, and then they also have conjurations. It's crazy. That's not normal. Being petrified. It's okay. I'll just step around the corner. There's no other scary monster with it that I can see. Good. We're even less interested in fighting now. We're at -4. I think I'll still take it to 11. Yep. Alright, the fan of gales we want. I usually don't pick those up because I usually don't train my evocation skill. But because we have trained it, it's good. It's more some bullets. It used to summon an air elemental, but now the only thing it does is blow enemies away from you, which is still good, but it used to blow things away from you and then kill them. but it can be handy to get things, particularly on stairs, to get a dangerous monster off you so you can get up or down the stairs and away from it. Potion of Ambrosia. There's something we can't explore on this level. I think it's because one of our sling bullets got stuck behind a plant, but that's okay. So we can't reach that item, but we don't need it. Don't think we've seen any of our branches yet? No. They'll be between layer 2 and 4. Alright, an electric eel. Good. If we XV my spectral weapon, it's resistant to elect. That's why I didn't mind it being blasted at the same time as me, because it's not really going to get hurt by it. Alright, here's a Hydra. So I put Hero and Finesse on, and then we should have the DPS for it. There we go. And I'm going to remember that I have Animate Dead. And so we briefly had a... oh no, we still have it. We have a 700 Hydra zombie. Unlike Ured's undead that lasts forever, your animated dead won't. They'll time out after a while. But while you've got them, they're really strong. I basically got a zombie. I basically got a Hydra with me for the moment. I'm going to turn on Conjurations and Fire Magic. Okay, Fire Magic's already at 1. More sling bullets. Let's animate these guys. We've got a new scroll. I think I can drop this fire book for now. Maybe one day in the far future we'll be able to cast Ignition. It's a level 8 spell, so I don't know, maybe. But that's not going to be anytime soon. Done exploring. Yeah, if I get a... whoa. Yeah, dying to this elephant. Alright. I'm gonna go back upstairs. Okay. And I'm gonna put my regen spell on, and I'm just gonna walk it around for a bit, just to heal up. That was me getting a bit cocky and not using my heroism. There we go. Oh, let's go again. I'm going to regen before I go down. And we can step pull them. Why does that elephant hurt so much? Alright, fine. We'll use that heroism. I'll eat one of them, and then raise the others. Being given an artifact buckler. I could wait to see for an ID, or I could just put it on. I'm tempted. I'm putting it on. No, I don't want to disrobe while the frog's there though. Let's go again. It gives me our poison. I don't think I have that otherwise, but int -3. No, I don't have our poison otherwise. Let's see about my spells, because that will make them harder to cast. Everything's fine except Fireball, which we couldn't cast anyway. Okay, well I'll stick with this one. Having our poison here in lair, and when I do my lair branches, is really useful. Okay. I'm getting dream shaped. Alright, this is getting a bit scary. So I just used my zombies there to make sort of a distraction while I ran away. I still slept for a while there, but anyway. Death Yak Pack. That's no good. We'll use our stealth there to not be seen. What would be good is if I could have some zombies with me at the time. So they're over to the left. I'll head right first. New book. Book of Conjurations. None of these I think I'd use. I might. So Dazzling Spray would be really useful maybe if I found it earlier in the dungeon. But at this point, if I want to hit stuff at ranged, I'd probably just use my sling. Yep, okay. We're not going to learn those. Dream Sheep is so crazy. So we got Swamp for 1, which is good. Swamp is typically easier than... Oh boy. Oh boy. This is quickly going bad. We want to get the electric eel first. Okay. So Swamp tends to be easier than shoals. The only thing is that if you're a polearms user, you don't mind shoals too much because there's a good chance that you're going to find demon tridents there, or even just good tridents that have been enchanted. Come the Death Yaks. So I'm going to Heroism and Finesse. You can see that they're marked as red enemies, and then I'm going to regen Spectral Weapon. Should fight one at a time though. There we go. Now, even with Heroism and Finesse, I don't think we can fight these guys. Alright, we're heading back up to the stair. We can kind of fight one. There we go. Death Yak's very difficult enemy, especially in early lair. Fire magic to 13. Oh, sorry. I was like, that doesn't make sense, but I can't read. I reached level 13. Fire magic was to 6 already. Alright. I need to go. Heroism Finesse. My Spectral Weapon went behind me, that's no good. Well, we got that guy. And that one. Okay. I guess it was just really hard against the first ones I fought. And let's eat. Alright, so we got Conjurations and Fire Magic, both to 7. And can I cast it? It's at 28, so I'll need to go higher. I'll need to get them probably both towards 11. How much of a hurry am I for Fireball? Not a huge hurry, maybe? Yeah. I think I'm fine in lair. Once I get to my lair branches, particularly Swamp, because it makes steam clouds with all the water, it's useful there. So I think just for now, I will go more dodging, more armor. Get those both towards 11. So at this point where There's still +2 and then +0. That's still good value. If you had +2 dodging on your species, you'd be training it. And we got spider. Okay, that's fine. This Nigel. We got a bunch of zombies. That helps us. We were also reaching over our zombies there. I'm gonna eat one of the elephant corpse and then I'll animate dead. I've actually got a bit of a zombie army running at the moment. This one spiny frog. Man. That was a beast. We got more sling bullets. Rather than resting, I'm exploring while hurt, but I'm using my regen spell. And I also have troll leather armor. And the reason I'm doing that is so that I can keep my zombies alive and have a zombie army. Scrolls of Amnesia. I think Shroud of Galubria we can just forget. Yep. That's the only spell of those that I don't really need. Can ID the 2? Potions of Might. That's handy. I don't think there's any robe in the world that I would want to have. These are too scary enemies to fight at once, so I use my heroism. Oh, I used it again instead of animate dead. Whoops. Current amulet is Rage. Alright, let's go. Magic regen. No, that's not so useful. And I can also ID another potion. Good. Let's see if I can pull the basilisk to me without the others. Yeah, we got it. And then I put my zombies between me and it to not be turned to stone. Look, dodging and armor both to 8. That's alright, we want to get them up towards 11. Having the basilisk here is okay, as long as he doesn't get direct line of sight towards me. So I kept my allies, my weapon, and the other yaks between him and me until everything else was dead. I'm dying to these guys. Okay, I'm alright. My zombie army is taking care of the still living. New scroll. It was summoning. Potions of flight. Okay. Become less interested in fighting. Okay, so at this point we just got fighting to 11. So it's become, well, it's a bit misleading because of my heroism at the moment, but it's now become -6, which I think for now means we're done with fighting. At some point later, when we run out of things to train completely, you can just put it in fighting, but -6 is really punishing. So we're just going armor dodging. Yeah, that's fine. He gave us a gift. This is more bullets. Why did I not get that one? Oh, okay. I think I miscast it, maybe. Alright, this looks like a bit of a scary vault. Let's see if I can... Oops, I shot at the wrong one. I wanted to shoot the spiny frog. That's a lot of scary things at once. I get in the hallway here, and I'll get the spectral weapon behind me. So I'm still fighting them one at a time. Hey, there's still another dude there. We got a ruined great sling. Or a fastibulus. May as well check it out. It's +2 of flaming. I think that's better than my +1 hunting sling. Goodbye hunting sling. So again, if I need to, I can get that Fastibulus up to min delay. If I train to 9 skill and then heroism, I'll have 14. So that's something we could do pretty soon. And I should probably sling things to death a bit more often now. Let's not go into the slime pits. That was a mistake. Alright, looks like we got the swamp type ending. It's gonna have a lot of hydras, spiny frogs, that sort of thing. Yeah, look at that. We're immediately getting swarmed. I don't like that stare. There's no point. Zombies can't come downstairs with you, so there's no point animating that guy. Unless I wanted to stand at the top of the stairs here and stare pull, but I'm not going to do that with just one guy. I don't know if that was audible, but that was my stomach. Let's try the other one. The last stair. This is a pretty crazy ending. This is one of the harder endings because you tend to get swarmed. Like this. Particularly if you go in the water, because a lot of the enemies are faster in the water. The hydras. And there are often that one. Leeches down there, which I think are faster in water. Is that true? We can find out. Tyrant leech. Okay. Maybe they're not. But they can, yeah, they swim. Swim 60% speed. I don't know if that means they're slower or faster in water. I think that means probably slower. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I thought leeches were faster in water, but that might be fake news. I'm going to sing here. No, there's a dream sheep coming. Let's take this guy out. Oh, he didn't come. Alright, so we have 3 stairs that are all pretty bad. Armor to 9. Yeah, that's fine. We'll keep it going to 11. I think, I was going to say this stair is the least bad, but I'm not sure it is. Alright, I was also marked when I went down. That was really dumb. Well, this stair is definitely bad now. Because that whole floor just saw I was there. Regen before I go down. Yeah. I need to focus the dream sheet first. Yeah, okay. More amnesia. No, should be shooting from ranged. There's just so many things that you can do on this character. And we haven't even got Fireball going yet. Okay, we got zombies going. Once you get zombies going, well, you'd know this if you ever played Urad. You can start to steamroll a level. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we got these death yaks and hydras and all this scary stuff at the same time as a torpor snail, which slows you. Well, with the torpor snail I can't run, so I'm going to dig a kill hole. Oh, that's the edge of the map. Okay, so we're getting destroyed here. This might work to let me know he's there. What can we do? We can make a box of base, and that will help out. Yeah, if we can get the torpor snail, then we're fine. Because then we're not slowed anymore. Okay, good. We want to heroism and finesse again. Alright, we reached level 14, and we can animate dead that stuff. Okay, we didn't get a hydra, we weren't lucky. And we should be regenning. That was really scary. It's a good thing I had that zombie army with me. They sort of distracted things long enough for me to be able to get to that wall. And even though we then got destroyed because it was the edge of the map, so what I wanted to do was make a kill hole, a proper kill hole, where only one monster could see me. So then I'd never have to fight with the torpor snail slowing me. But it was the edge of the map. Oh. Here they come. This is the whole swarm. And there are the leeches we were talking about. Yeah, look how much damage they do. I should just, yeah, sit behind my zombies. Can ID our last potion? Heal wins. Finally. Just let out, yeah, a zombies tank. A glowing sling. I think it's unlikely to be better than the great sling. Vestibulas. Yeah, it's probably not. It's got one extra enchantment on it, but it has a lower base damage. Get behind the zombies. Alright, this looks like a big fight coming. What's heroism? That's not what I want. Finesse. And then our armor's at 10 now. We'll go to 11. No, actually we won't. We'll turn armor off. The dodging's more important for our character because we're wearing light armor. And I think everything already knows I'm here. So I'm gonna sing as well. This looks like a big fight. +9 slay could be very useful. Dodging to 10. This one will keep going. Make new zombies. And we don't have mana for regen. Otherwise I would cast regen. And our Song of Slaying is running out. We got to slay +5, which is pretty good though. Not enough mana to sing again. We do now, but I think this fight looks kind of won. We've got the overwhelming army of zombies going here. I'm gonna eat one of them. And then animate dead everything else. Alright, these rune boots that Okawara gave us. We don't have any other boots. +2 flying. That's really useful. That makes our swamp a lot easier because we won't be slowed in the water and we'll be able to attack properly. Need this guy too. Yeah. Look at our zombie army. Let's add another crocodile to the army. This feels like I'm playing you red right now. Alright. I'm gonna sit behind my guys. Am I? These hell rats have draining attacks. So if I don't get hit, I won't get drained. And I can point to my head while I say that. Can't get drained if you don't get hit. Check out this ring. -4 intelligence. Whoops. Not that. Let's drop it. Drop it like it's cursed. Put our magic protection back on. Yeah, a lot easier with zombies. As long as I remember to eat when I'm hungry, should be good. That's one thing. You can do it with both your red and necromancy if you're not careful. You forget to eat, so you just raise everything and then you start going through all your food. A manual of axes is not something we're particularly interested in unless we happen to find, I don't know, a +15 broad axe or something. And these armors are probably too heavy for us to cast the things we want to cast in. I think we're pretty much done with this floor. Got a dream sheet pack. Yeah, I like dying to the dream sheep on their own. They're crazy. They ignore your MR, so there's really not much you can do about them other than not see them at all. I guess that's a place where having fireball would have been really good because I could have just blown them all up at once. So what are we training? Just dodging. Well, it's almost at 11, so let's put conjurations and fire magic back on. And you know what? We'll do spellcasting too. We'll do all of them. That's our next mission. Get fireball castable. And that's our lair done. So you want to head into Orc, I guess? We still only have 1 point of MR, even with these extra levels and our MR ring. How likely are we to be paralyzed? Probably very likely. 24%, okay. Not as bad as the 50% or so that the last hybrid character was at in Orc. Let's go to Orc then. I think we still don't have RF, no. Or resistance. No. I can drop these potions of flight as well, seeing that our boots are naturally flying. I've done backslash and minus here to see the things I don't know. No, apparently I do know resistance. I have 2 potions of resistance with me. Huh. In that case, should we go fight a fire dragon? I think that might be the play. Alright, I think it's on D9, maybe. Is it? No, maybe it's on D8. Oh, I shouldn't have taken that hatch up. Where is it? Surely it's not. Oh yeah, it was really early, that's right, because I remember we were fighting an ugly thing way earlier than I wanted to. So there's a fire dragon in here. We're going to want to use a lot of buffs. Certainly at least resistance and invis. And then I can also berserk. If I do resistance and invis and berserk, probably don't need to also do agility. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff in here. The scary bit is the fire dragon. But I can't fight the fire dragon at the same time as the flayed ghost. I'm gonna yell, see if I can get them to come. My stealth's too good. Okay, come on. And an ogre mage. Ugh. Alright, well I got him. He had a ring. Let's check this out. Could be RF for all we know. It's ice. Okay, that's the opposite of RF. That makes us vulnerable to fire. I don't have any other form of protection from cold. So, well he happens to be a cold one. So as long as the fire dragon doesn't come while we're doing this, good. I'm going to keep the ring of ice with me. We might come across the ice cave, or like with this cold ugly thing we just fought, we might happen to need it. Come on. Stealth's too high. Can make some zombies. Fire dragon's really stupid. Oh, okay, it's a ruined door. Alright. But there's a... Okay, he was a shapeshifter. That's okay then. Oh no, he actually is a death drake. Is he really? Oh man, he actually is a death drake. This looks really scary, but the flayed ghost can't actually kill us. Okay, I think the death drake was a shapeshifter. Because he... yeah. Okay, good. Got Phantom Mirror. We have a Transparent Arbalest. We have a +5 Demon Whip Spellbinder. Ooh. I have a large granite ring. Let's put that one on. Magical power. Okay, we don't need that. Interesting. Well, I'd like to see what this Arbalest is. I can't do it with a shield though. Okay, so we're not doing Arbalest. +5 Demon Whip. And it does anti-magic attacks. And I think it does even crazier. It inflicts wild, unpredictable magical effects. But I think it might... I think if it ever hits my allies... Like, I think it can make explosions from the miscast effects. And I think if those ever hit my allies, so my zombies or anything like that, Okawari will get really angry at me. I don't know. Well, I'll carry this with me, but I'll need to do some research about whether I can actually wear it or actually use it. I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I can test it. We'll test it in a bit. So the question here is, what are we even trying to get in here? You can see another Phantom Mirror. So we'd pretty much be going after the fire dragon scales. I don't think I need to do that right now. Fire dragon scales are even heavier than my current troll leather armor. And we're not in huge need of RF at the moment. So yeah, let's ignore that. Can remember and come back if we ever desperately need another phantom mirror, or we really want to try to get fire dragon scales. So let's go to Orc. Feel an oppressive heat. So we're just talking about how we don't really need RF. That was a lie. A magic mapping for it. It's down here. Can I get there? No, I cannot, but I can dig there. There's Maurice. He always has a wand now, I believe. But not as scary when you can see invis. He also steals your weapons. So if you see him, or steals your items, and can use them on you. So if you see him in the early dungeon, a nice trick against him is you might want to drop your attack once, lest he steal your wand of disintegration off you and then zap you. I'm also going to recharge my digging. It's only at 4 at the moment. And we're going in here without RF, so it's a little bit scary, but volcanoes, I don't know, it tends not to be as bad as Ice Cave. If you try to do Ice Cave without protection from cold, it's going to be really hard. Volcanoes, some are bad, some are not, but it's not as bad on average. And I think we're going to leave it there. So you have to join next time to see how the volcano adventure goes. See you later.